Freelancing is a fantastic way to make money. When it comes to freelancing, there are a lot of skills that you could sell, but if you are just starting, you might be so much confused about which one you should choose, especially if you are a complete beginner. In this video, we will discuss 5 skills that doesn't require any previous experience or certifications that you can choose for freelancing. All of these are really easy to learn skills and anyone with a basic knowledge of computer and digital world can easily learn, master and start freelancing. Hi, my name is Ian. I'm a digital business owner who started my career with freelancing in 2017. In this video, we will discuss 5 easy to start skills that any beginner can choose to freelance. Whether you are planning to choose freelancing as a career or just as a side hustle, this will give you a perfect start. So without further ado, let's get started. In the previous video, I already discussed about the importance of choosing the right skills for freelancing. Those who haven't watched that video, I highly recommend you to watch that first and then come back and watch this. The link will be in the description box. As I explained in that video, there are 3 things that we need to think about while choosing a skill to freelance. First one, we should be able to learn and master that skill. Second one, it should be something with a market demand. Third one, it should be something that is easy to sell and fulfill. All the skills that we explained here are the one you can easily learn and master, and these skills are really easy to sell and fulfill, and it has a good market demand. So let's get into one by one. First one on the list is social media content creation using Canva. This is a very easy to develop skill. Here, a freelancer's job is to create content for social medias of small business like restaurants, health clinic, e-commerce, etc. The best thing about this skill is it doesn't require any upfront cost to start learning. You can start learning this skill from your computer or with the mobile application of Canva. Canva is completely free and it has a premium version, and if you want to try that premium version, you will get a 30 days trial by using the link in the description box. As more and more business is taking advantage of social media to attract new clients, build branding, increase sales and all, the demand for this gig is getting higher. For instance, to get started with the skill, you can start learning Canva by watching a simple YouTube tutorial, or you can take a Udemy course, start designing some social media content and create a demo account to post it. Once you have a good looking demo account, you can show this to the restaurants in your city and ask whether they are interested in having a similar one for their business. Also, you can contact other restaurants that doesn't have an Instagram or social profile to offer your service. As you are reaching the business with a proper demo account, they will easily understand what you have to offer for them and its advantage. To make the deal easier, you can show their competitors' social presence and make them understand the importance of start building their own social media presence. This one is not just applicable for restaurants, you can consider doing this for any small businesses out there that may require social media or Instagram content creation. Rather than this, you can also list your profile on marketplaces like Upwork and Fiverr, but the competition for this category is really high there. In my opinion, this is a skill that would be a great one for those who are interested in social media and content creation. The second one on the list is Google My Business Optimization or local SEO. For those who are not familiar with this term, I will explain it real quick. Google has become a part of our life for most of the people. For getting answers and suggestions, we Google, right? When we search something on Google, the results we get will be based on what we are searching for. For example, if you are searching for an opinion or some tutorial, for example, Canva tutorial, Google will suggest us some blog posts, articles or videos. At the same time, if our search is about some products we want to buy, then Google will suggest us some e-commerce sites where we can buy that stuff. For instance, if we search for iPhone or Apple Watch, we get results from websites like Amazon, eBay, etc. Like this, whenever our search is related to some local business, the Google suggestions will be Google My Business profiles. For example, when I make a search for restaurants near me or restaurants in Geneva, the suggestions I get are the Google My Business profile of restaurants in this city. So the ones who appear on the top are the ones that could get more customers. Ranking top for the local searches is really important for retailers, as more and more people started believing the best business is the one that appears on top of the Google. But the reality is, the ones that rank on the top are not always the best, but they are the Google My Business profiles that are well optimized for Google. I explained all of this to make you understand what Google My Business is, and now I will come to the skill that you need to learn and sell. For most of the local business, they might already have a GMB profile, but in most cases, they are not optimized. Because of that, they are not appearing on top of search, and due to this, they are losing a lot of potential customers. To learn this skill, you can take the basic free course of Google My Business, or there are a lot of videos on YouTube that allows you to learn this optimization. It is very simple. All you have to do is to understand the basic information of the business you are working for, start filling it in the right areas with some relevant keywords. Once you have this skill, once you are confident about this skill, you can approach the small business like dental clinics, restaurants, plumbers, all the small businesses out there and show them why they are not ranking on Google and offer your service to make them rank on top. The more you learn about local SEO, you will be able to rank your client's business faster. The next one in our list is list building service. As you have already listened to the previous two skills, you can easily understand what this one is. Just consider a freelancer or a business which offer local SEO or social media content creation. For them to sell their service, they will always be looking for potential clients. To get clients, they should be contacting a lot of potential customers through phone calls, emails, social media, and a lot more. So the thing is, most businesses that offer a service need to get the list of people or business that can be a potential client. So in early stages, the businesses build this list by themselves, but when scaling up, they outsource this work to a freelancer or to another agency. So as a list building freelancer, your job is to build a list of businesses or list of people that qualifies the criteria described by your buyer. For example, if your client is an agency that offer search engine optimization services to restaurants in New York, what they would be looking for is to get a list of thousands of restaurants in New York that they can contact. So your job is to Google for these restaurants, mine different directories, and collect the name, phone number, email address, website, and social media pages of these restaurants, add it to a Google Sheet, and share it with them. This is not a skill that requires a lot of technical knowledge, but this is a really time-consuming process. This is why most agencies outsource it to freelancers. In this job, in most cases, your ideal customer will be some digital agencies that sell marketing, sales, and software services. Now let's move to the fourth one on the list, that is appointment setting. Again, if you understood what list building is and its importance, then you will get to know what appointment setting is and how you can be a good appointment setter. Like I said before, to get sales, business invest their money to build a list of potential customers. Once they have the list, just think about what would be the next step. They need to reach out to them and propose their service, right? And here comes the importance of appointment setters. To fix a meeting with a potential buyer, business seeks the help of appointment setters. They are looking for people who can effectively reach to the list of potential buyers and communicate effectively and make them book an appointment with the salesperson of the company. The appointment setting can be done through email, social outreach, or with cold calling. If you choose to email, then your job is to write effective email to the people in the list to make a conversation and effectively make them book an appointment. In cold calling, you should do this by phone calls. I hope you are understanding. If you are someone love talking to strangers, making phone calls, writing emails, etc., then you can definitely try this. In this career, you can set your payment based on the hours you work or based on number of appointments you book for them, or you can use a combination of both. This means you can charge a basic fare for the number of hours you work, or charge a fixed amount for the number of contacts you reach, plus an incentive for every qualified appointment. So we have covered 4 different skills that you can easily learn, master, and sell. Now let's move into the last one in today's list, that is virtual assistant or VA. The job of VA is very easy to understand. Like I said, businesses outsource different tasks like list building, appointment setting, lead generation, social media content creation, and a lot of other tasks to freelancers. When it comes to some business owners, instead of outsourcing different tasks to different freelancers, they would be looking for a VA or virtual assistant who could do majority of tasks for them. Depending on the business owner you would work for, the skills you need would be different. But in general, some of the skills a VA would need are good communication skill, organizing tasks, managing emails, managing social media accounts, setting appointments, basic project management, and sometimes accounting skills. In short, VA is somewhat the digital version of personal assistant of the past. If you choose to work as a VA, then you can consider working for just one business owner or for multiple businesses depending on the hours you dedicate. In short, virtual assistant is somewhat the digital version of personal assistants of the past. If you choose to work as a VA, then you can consider working for just one business owner or for multiple business owners depending on the hours you would be able to dedicate. If you are really good in communication and if you have good internet skills and if you are willing to learn different online activities, then you can be a good VA. So we have covered 5 easy to start skills for freelancing. Out of these 5, please let me know which one is your favorite. Of course, there are other skills that we did not discuss in this video. If you would like to have another video about that, I can create a part 2 of this. Please let me know in the comments. So that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and stay notified about new videos by turning on the bell icon. Thank you again. Signing off. See you in another video.